All right, you can take it off. Good afternoon, everyone. Court is now in session with the Honorable Judge Sean B. Perkins. While court is in session, please keep your backgrounds quiet and clear. Sit back, wait for your name to be called. Also, if you're in a vehicle, there is no driving while court is in session. Also, limit on talking, eating, drinking, gum chewing, walking around of any kind, no smoking, and please remain properly dressed at all times. Thank you. Good afternoon, Your Honor. Good afternoon. Okay, so 313-680-9164. Who might that be?
Dewan Jetton.
Dewan
Jetton.
Spell that last name for me, please.
Jetton.
Yeah, I wonder how I saw him.
I know.
How did you get our courtroom? When we signed that up.
I'm sorry, Judge Perkins, could you repeat that?
I'm wondering how you got to assign to me. I only handle the cases G, L, or O.
Okay, I'm not sure, sir. I had a court date October 22nd, and I was assigned community service, 24 hours. I completed said community service. I'm sorry if I'm digressing from what you're trying to find out. I apologize, but it's the only way I know how to explain what's happening. I completed the community service and notified me on my original court date that I did not have to return to court if said community service was completed. And I went to get my license reinstated and found that I still have holds for the things that I was supposed to be released on.
Yeah, I saw your name. I signed a show cause, so you're going to get something in the mail as well if you haven't gotten that already. However, let's spell your first name.
DJUAN.
Oh, yeah. Now, did you go through probation and Miss Green to get that community service assigned?
Mr. Phillips at the Southwest Community Service Center did in fact deliver that information. I confirmed with him today. I delivered it to him the day before my court date.
Very well. All right, and if it's any mistake on our behalf, then I apologize. I'm going to look that up now.
Thank you.
You sound like a lawyer there. Did you, Miss Massey?
Yes, he sure did.
Thank you.
You're better than I could do.
I don't believe that.
I'm sorry if I digress. Didn't answer your question. Okay, well, I'll just shut up. I'll just listen now. All right, let's see here. I get those. Oops.
And I got that other stuff in this movement.
When did you complete this community service?
October 21st, Your Honor. I completed 26 hours of the 24 required.
you get with Mr. Phil Brown, and you just sit tight, all right?
Okay.
All right. I reached out to him, and we'll see what he says. I have no doubt that you have done what you're supposed to have done. Let's call this case where everybody's ready. We don't have the House Counsel on the line yet with the other people, and this won't require. So this is the City of Detroit versus Dewan, Gerald, Jason, Jatan. Case numbers SP 421543, counts 1 and counts 2. All right, Mr. Jedden, you indicated off the record that you were assigned to do 24 hours of community service, and that upon completion of that community service, the court indicated that that would satisfy the fines and costs that you had in the matter. I do see that you owe $210 and a $45 reinstatement fee. So that sounds pretty accurate. I'm thinking that maybe it was more involved in that as well, because usually I would only send you to 12 hours community service for around $240. So what we'll do, I reached out to Mr. Phillips. Hopefully he gets that message in the next few minutes or so. And I would like to verify what you have eloquently stated in the record. So with that being said, I'm going to wait on that. We're also going to wait on the House Counsel. Maybe we can give her a call, because everybody's eager and ready to go, especially the people that are in court. They certainly have better places to be. I'm guessing. Well, if they want to get a license, this might be the best place for them right now. Are you laying down, ma'am?
Man in the blue shirt.
Are you laying down? You have to unmute yourself.
No, I'm sitting in my living room. I'm on my couch.
Lounge couch, huh? You're lounging on your couch.
No, I'm sitting. I'm just sitting. It's a 3 couch.
That's a nice couch.
Thank you.
All right. What is your name?
Takoa Green.
Takoa Green. Okay, I have you.
Yeah. Yeah, I did. Earlier, yes. Okay. Okay, thank you. Uh-huh.
Bless you.
Thank you.
So, let's go back on the record with Mr. Jetson. So tell us, about the community service, sir. How did you feel about it? What did you do? Let's hear your thoughts.
I worked at or not worked, but I did my community service at a facility on Woodward, a Catholic Charities facility, where I sorted clothes for underprivileged people of Detroit, and I did mopping, cleaning. I took inventory of food items that they provide to the underprivileged community members. I found it very satisfying, and I in fact plan on returning to do some more volunteer work in the future.
So that's very, very good, sir. That's the whole purpose of, well, one of the purposes is that you offend in the city, you put back into the city, and sometimes putting back requires more than your dollars. I'm sure the people over there at that center on Woodward appreciate that more than you know. So I applaud you for wanting to enter into the program, and I also applaud you for wanting to return. It sounds like you got, like you said, you got a lot of satisfaction out of that, and if more people could do things like that, that definitely would be a much better place for a lot of people. So I applaud you for that, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, I'm still waiting on to getting confirmation from that, so we'll pass that. We now have Counselor Sharon Payne. Good afternoon, Counselor.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. How are you?
Very well. So Ms. Payne will be your legal counsel today. So everybody should have an offer in their file. You can take that offer and dispose of your matter today. You can take a trial date, set a trial date if you want to defend yourself, or if you want to require the people to prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, you don't have to do anything. Or you can speak to Ms. Payne just as some advice on how to move forward. That's what she's here for, and that's what her expertise is in. So don't hesitate. It doesn't cost you anything at this point. I wouldn't use her if necessary. So with that being said, let's go with Mr. Willie Lewis Lawson IV.
Good morning, Your Honor.
This is the city of Detroit versus Willie Lewis Lawson IV, case number SP 119072771. Apparently, you only have this one matter, and what I can do for you is I can set you a trial date, and with that trial date, you come back, and what I can also do is I can allow you to pay the reinstatement fee up front. So theoretically, you can come back in here with a driver's license, and we can see what happens at that point. I can almost guarantee you that if you have a driver's license when you come back, it'll probably go a long way in helping you dispose of this case. I do also see that you entered into a guilty plea on May the 3rd, 2018, and that those fines and costs were not completely paid. You also have a seatbelt ticket from 2016 that needs to be paid. What I will do for you when you're ready to pay these matters, I will try to get you back to the original ticket and waiving some of the discretionary fees. So today, the offer is to plead guilty to the amended count of failure to display a valid driver's license. That is a misdemeanor. I will fine you $240 for that. And that does abstract to the Secretary of State. However, it does not carry any points. And you know, I will set a trial date. I will allow you to pay the reinstatement fee up front. Let me see. You don't have a reinstatement fee for this. I think if you pay the rest of that no ops ticket and that seatbelt ticket, then you could get a driver's license. Or you could speak to Madam Counselor Payne, and she can help advise you further. What would you like to do, sir?
I would like to speak to Ms. Pine.
There we go. Good idea. I'm going to put you in a breakout room, join the room, and speak with the attorney. Well, we have next. All right, let's do this while they're talking. Forgive me, Madam Court Reporter, I kind of, ma'am, we don't need to see you doing your hair. I kind of go bounce around, so
No, it's okay, Your Honor. You're doing great.
all right, very well. Let's call the case of the City of Detroit versus Yolanda Gordon, case number SP 1193448, counts 1, 2, and 3. Ms. Gordon, are you there?
Yes, I am. How you doing today?
Very well, very well. Ms. Gordon, I'm going to dismiss your cases, provide valid documentation, and good luck to you, ma'am. Have a good day. If you don't have any questions, you're free to leave.
Thank you.
fella. All right, Mr. Phillips. You there, sir? Mr. Jetson.
Yes.
All right. I did get confirmation from Mr. Phillips that you have completed the 26 hours of community service at helping operations and people empowerment on Woodward Avenue. I have that confirmation, so what I will do now is I will, in lieu of fines and costs, I sentenced you to 24 hours of community service. You did 26 hours of community service, so we will allow that as payment for your fines and costs. So we will zero out your balances, and now you can, well, give it a couple of days. We'll zero it out today and send that information over. It sometimes takes like 42 to 72 hours to get the Secretary of State. It should be instantaneous, but you know how things go.
Your Honor, if I may.
You may.
The Secretary of State gave me their fax number. I had an appointment today. If it's not asking too much, would it be possible if the court would fax those clearances over to the Secretary of State? If it's not asking too much.
Well, it wouldn't be if we can do it, Ms. Nash. Let's see. What about a clearance?
They don't give out paper clearances like they used to. It's supposed to be sent electronically through the computer.
Now, what we can do is you send electronically through the computer. I remember back in the day, they did give those paper clearances. What we can do is we can put this in the system right now, and then you can go sign on to the system and print out the ROAs, the registers of actions for the cases that that you had. And I can give you the case numbers. It will print that out, and it'll show closed.
Okay.
So I think that may be the best we can do. It's just going to require you to go print that out. If you were down here,
but
I got a copy for you, but I can't do that. So.
Okay, but in lieu of that, it would still clear within more than likely 72 hours.
Yes, and if this is the only thing, and you had a driver's license before, theoretically, it should automatically reinstate it. But again, you know how things go. But you definitely will be able to have those clearances, and I'm going to have that for case numbers SP42154, counts 1 and counts 2. That'll be zeroed out here shortly, and it'll read closed.
Okay. And Your Honor, if just in the interest of not wasting it of the court's time in the future, I've been cleared on all the counts that were, failure to appear 7/4/2015. That was no insurance under insurance code and disobeyed traffic signal, correct?
Hold on 1 second. You're going to have 0. You're going to be cleared of everything. So that no insurance, SP4215432, it's been dismissed. You only had the $45 reinstatement fee for that. The red light ticket, that should be amended to blocking traffic. That should be amended to blocking traffic.
Okay.
Sir, we'll dismiss upon completion of community service. So we'll dismiss that red light ticket. So you don't get any points on that.
Thank you.
And then
my last.
Okay, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, go ahead.
My last question was the occurrence that happened in 2021. I don't have a date. Hold on 1 second, I might. No, it's not on the paperwork I have, but that was another no proof of insurance and no ops on person. I just want to make sure everything's clear before I try and go get my license reinstated.
Everything is gonna be clear. So that's case number SP 120666851. We're gonna close that case out. That's gonna be closed out under improper plates. That's not gonna, that's the no insurance misdemeanor that was amended to improper plates. We're gonna close that out. We're going to close out and dismiss the disregard and the red signal, and we're going to waive the $45 reinstatement fee
On both?
on everything. So he's gonna put that improper plates as closed, put that disregard and red signal as dismissed, and put the, and then the other no insurance misdemeanor was, so you don't have anything, you won't have anything open, and you don't, if you receive any other notices, you can disregard them unless you got another ticket coming down the pipe. But the notices I signed the other day, the show cause notices, you can disregard that.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, very well. Good luck to you, sir. Thank you very much for your service.
Same to you. Thank you.
Bye-bye. All right, let's move on. Let's get back on the record with Mr. Willie Lewis Lawson IV. I've given you an opportunity, sir, to speak with counsel in the breakout room. I don't know if he's come back in the room. He has. And Counselor, what does your client want to do?
Yes, good afternoon, Your Honor. Sharon Payne, P38749. I've had an opportunity to discuss the offer with my client. I've advised him of his constitutional rights, his trial rights. He's indicated he wishes to take advantage of the offer and tender a plea to failure to display.
I don't know why people just want to pay when they may not have to pay, but that's fine. Is that your understanding, sir? Is that correct? You want to dispose of this with that offer and pay $240?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very well. I need to see you, sir. I'll put Leslie Green out of the room because she doesn't have audio on. I sent her a message. And obviously it's not getting to her. Can you raise your right hand, sir? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can put your hand down, sir. I guess you went over everything with them, huh, Counselor? You understood everything I said, right?
I didn't hear what you said.
Your lawyer went over everything with you, and I'm sure she explained it, unless I wasn't clear. You explained everything. Was I clear, Counselor?
Yes, Your Honor, you were clear.
Very well. Okay.
Your Honor, one question.
Yes.
What do you mean by I probably wouldn't have to pay? I didn't understand that.
Well, I gave you an option to take this to trial. You can't do any worse than what the offer is today. You can only do better.
Okay.
And thought that I kind of explained things very clear. So I told you that I'll give you a trial date. That'll be January 31st, 2022 at 9 a.m. It'll give you an opportunity to pay these old tickets that you have and get reinstated. It'll also give you an opportunity to possibly clear up any matters that you might have in any other jurisdictions. And then you come back in here with a valid driver's license. If the officer doesn't show up, or if the city attorney is satisfied with you just bringing a valid driver's license and dismissing it, then you wouldn't have to pay. But you may have to pay. He may not be satisfied with that. You may get found guilty at trial. But at this point, you won't do any worse than what you're offering today. It'll be the same punishment. So, do you understand that, sir?
Yes, I understand.
Okay, so now what would you like to do?
I'll just go and pay it.
All right. It sounds like you explained things very well to him, Counselor, which I didn't have any doubt. All right, sir, you understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fine?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand that you have a right to a trial?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand by taking this offer, you're going to give up that trial right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what I just stated in the record?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, sir, let me draw your attention back to April the 28th, 2021 at 11:01 p.m. in the city of Detroit in the area of Vancouver and Ironwood, sir. Did you have an occasion on that day to be pulled over by a Detroit police officer?
Yes, sir.
I didn't hear that, sir.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, sir, and did that police officer ask you to produce a valid driver's license?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you couldn't do so, could you?
No, Your Honor.
All right, sir. I'm going to find you guilty of the amended count. And why couldn't you do so?
Because I didn't have my driver's license.
Okay, I'm going to find you guilty of the amended count of failure to display a valid driver's license. I'm going to fine you $240 in that. Sir, when can you pay this?
I can pay 100 today, and within the next 30 days, I can pay the remaining balance.
Okay, so I'm going to just give you 30 days. I'm not going to supervise a payment plan. I'm going to give you 30 days. Pay by November 29th, 2021. I'm going to set this for a review on that date at 8:25 a.m. I told you also, sir, that if you show me that you're willing to take care of this and you pay that, we'll go back into the system and see if we can find you some relief on those other charges. All right, that you already entered a guilty plea in or were put into default. You understand that, Mr. Lawson?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, sir, if there's no further questions, I'll see you back on November 29th, 2021 at 8:25 a.m. And that's up to you to show up. If you paid that $240, then you don't have to show up. But if you want the relief that I promised you, you do have to show up, okay?
Okay.
And I'll tell you this, if you get it paid sooner than that, and you want to go get a driver's license sooner than that, then you come back in here and I can give you that relief at any time before then, okay? Except on Wednesdays.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
All right. If there's nothing further, sir, have a great day.
All right. Okay, you too.
All right, you want to pay today too, Miss Green?
How much? I don't know. I don't know how much I owe. I just know that I got a ticket for driving without insurance. And I don't know what the other thing, the statement, the abbreviations is for.
All right. Is it Tacoma Green?
Yes.
All right, this is the city of Detroit versus Tacoma Andrea Green. Case
Correct.
number SP 1187145, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Yes, good afternoon, Your Honor. Sharon Payne, P38749, representing Ms. Green. For purposes of arraignment, Your Honor, we would stand mute. However, she does want the formal reading read of the second charge.
All right, so, ma'am, that is, the second charge is a misdemeanor, open alcohol in a motor vehicle driver. And that is what I would fine you on that is $240. That is only going to be amended. The city law department only amends those down to open intox passenger. And that's what I call a non-offer in this case, because open intox driver is punishable by, there's going to be the same $240. It's going to be 2 points on your license. Open intox passenger is going to be $240 and 2 points on your license. So that's why I call it a non-offer. You're still going to get the same 2 points. So you have a right to a trial. If you want to take it to trial and defend yourself, you have a right to speak with Ms. Payne, or you have a right to take that offer today. I'll fine you $240. The other no insurance misdemeanor will be dismissed. And I'll give you time to pay. What would you like to do, ma'am?
I'm gonna pay it because it was a bottle of liquor in my car when I was driving, so I have to pay it.
I don't know why. I would like to give a forum on courtroom procedure, decorum, and all of that. Because, I respect the fact that you are, you want to be forthright and things like that. But sometimes in a court of law, that's not what this is all about. Right, Ms. Payne?
Yes, Your Honor.
It's all about proving you're guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. So in law school, I kind of struggled with terms of art. They were talking about terms of art. And my brother has been a lawyer a lot longer than I have. And I said, what's up with this terms of art deal? He said, well, that's pretty simple. He says, guilt and innocent are terms of art because you can be guilty of sin, because you just admitted to having an open bottle. Well, you had a bottle of liquor in your car. You didn't say that liquor was open. You didn't say that liquor still had liquor in it. You just admitted to having a bottle. So, right, Ms. Payne, she hasn't all the way confessed right now. And it's not illegal just to have a bottle of liquor in your car. It just depends on the particulars of how you're carrying that bottle of liquor.
Can I say something? I might be able to fight this. Okay.
I'm gonna let you speak with your lawyer to say something. I can't hear, and I'm not supposed to hear any of the facts of the case until the day of the time of trial. But people can be found guilty and have never committed a crime in their lives. But on the flip side of that, and they don't say innocent. They say not guilty. But you can be found not guilty and just be guilty of sin. But it's the people's burden to prove that. And the best right that you have, and that all of us has, and that's what mostly the beauty of America is about, is that you have a right to remain silent, and they cannot use that silence against you. So you could have had that bottle of Hennessy in that car, or Patron. You could have been drinking that Patron, but if they can't prove it, then you walk. But you want to tell on yourself. Now, do you want to speak with Ms. Payne in the breakout room?
Yes, I want to speak with her.
All right.
All right.
I'm gonna put you in a room.
Okay.
right here. Judge?
Oh, put it in his file.
Yeah. You can put it. Well, let me see that,
Okay.
please. Well, that's the same. Yes, you can put that in this, but I'll print it twice. It's pretty good. Green never did come back, but Green, you said that she.
His trial date, is that the one that was trial date?
No, what Green was that in here? That joined?
Let me wrote down, Leslie Green,
Was that Leslie Green?
I wrote that down.
Yeah, well, that's the one I have here, so she left, I thought she was gonna come back,
Maybe
That's
she
all right.
realized.
because she saw she got kicked out, maybe she fell asleep. But she never connected her audio, so we couldn't, she didn't have a video on it, so we couldn't get in contact.
You need a copy of the, I think that's the plaintiff's response or the defendant's response, I can't remember. And, I emailed you the other, ones. And, and I have some questions for you later about these delayed sentences.
And what about?
They're paid in full, but they didn't show up for their review.
All right, dismiss them.
Dismiss it, okay,
Yeah,
great.
as long as they pay, because we tell them that we don't
Right.
necessarily.
Gotta
need them
be
to show
sure.
back up.
Okay.
We are ready on Miss Green, Your Honor.
Okay, so, Ms. Green, we're back on the record with Ms. Takoya Green, and I've given you an opportunity to speak with counsel in the breakout room, and I'm sure she's given you some sound advice. So, Counselor, what does your client want to do?
I'm going to set this for trial, Your Honor.
I thought there was some sound advice there. And understand this, Ms. Green, that doesn't mean that you probably won't be found guilty of this eventually. I just, particularly on the alcohol cases, I would try and do anything I could to avert that being on my record. But be that as it may, won't do any worse than what you'll do today. You can only put yourself in a better situation. So I'm going to give you a trial date for January 31st, 20 at 9 a.m.
9 a.m.
Yeah.
Okay.
At this point, these are just mere allegations, and there's been no finding one way or the other. So just come back January 31st, 2022 at 9 a.m. And I always let people know that you have a right to remain silent. They can't use that right against you. The people have the burden of proving you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. But if you have some information that will assist your attorney on that date, whether it be Ms. Payne or someone else, then bring that information and have that ready so that you can give that to the attorney. They can review it and see if that maybe assist you. So other than that, if you don't have any further questions, ma'am, I'll see you back after the new year. You have a good holiday season, safe holiday season. Happy New Year to you, and I'll see you January 31st, 2022.
Same to you, Your Honor.
All right, 9 a.m. Anything else?
That'll be it.
All right, that'll conclude the matter then. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Well, it appears that will conclude the day. I know we had I think that was Leslie Green in the room. Did you take that name down, Counselor?
No, I did not.
And I put her out the room because there was no video and no audio. And I sent her a email. I didn't see that Green on the docket anyway. And we pulled up a Leslie Green. They have a trial date of the first of the year. So either she fell asleep at the wheel or, I don't know what happened. So, but we tried to do everything to get her attention or his attention because it could be a male. And it was to no avail. So I thought putting that person out the room would trigger something and they would sign back in, and they haven't done so yet. So other than that, we are, that'll conclude the day.
Okay.
All right.
And I apologize for the mix-up, Your Honor. I'd have been here earlier.
No apology necessary. Thank you very much for being here, and we'll see you. This is your first time being in my courtroom, so it's good to have you.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
All right. Have a great day.
You too. Bye.